Nestled in the majestic hills of Normal, Alabama, adjacent to the rocket city of Huntsville, organized in 1875, we are the campus that sits on the hill.
Our alums are back for the ultimate celebration of tradition, pride, and culture. It's homecoming in Normal, Alabama. Let's get started with On the Hill Live.
Live from Lewis Cruz Stadium on the campus of Alabama A&M University, this is On the Hill, live with Dr. Paul A. Bryant.
This portion is sponsored by Bojangles. Bojangles, we thank you for all that you do. We're excited. We're excited to be back.
Yes, we are.
We're excited to be back on the Hill and have On the Hill Live.
Yes.
I am your host, Dr. Paul A. Bryant.
And I'm your co-host, Ty Floyd. We've been celebrating all week as it's homecoming here at Alabama A&M. We've had concerts, step shows, block parties, comedy shows for all of our students, faculty, staff, and of course, alumni. It's the ultimate homecoming reunion.
It is the ultimate. We're excited. You know, it's so exciting to see all these people out. We have our cheerleaders, we have our baseball team, we have our volleyball team. Yeah. And we have tailgated in the back. So what's been happening this week?
Man, an ultimate showing of school spirit. My highlight of the week was every sunny Wednesday, especially the faculty step show.
You know what, that was, the faculty staff, they did so well in the step show, but I knew they needed some liniment after they were done because they were hurting. But somebody else was here.
Yes. Someone who was in the faculty step show, someone who's only been here 6 months and is already making major moves.
So joining us today is our head women's basketball coach, Coach Don Thornton. How are you, Coach?
I'm great. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for having me.
Hey, absolutely. Coach has only been here 6 months, as Ty said, but the impact that she's made since she's been here has been tremendous. So, Coach, tell me, what has it been like for you being on the Hill?
One thing that I can honestly say, it just feels like family. A lot of people that I have an opportunity of interacting with, they always talk about how much I'm smiling and how much of this big energy that I'm projecting, and that's just a true testament of being here. It's a beautiful place here. I love Normal. I mean, look at this. Look what it's homecoming, and we up at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. It got to be a special place.
It is a special place.
Yes, it is. Deion Sanders a few years ago said he's swag, but honestly, you are swag. You played at Jackson State, coached at Prairie View, UAPB, and now you're here on the Hill. What about the conference and its rich history means so much to you?
One thing about our HBCUs, they gave us an opportunity to get an education and to step on campuses when 50 and 60 years ago, we didn't have that opportunity to. So it means a lot to me to be a part of an HBCU, a product of it. It's a beautiful thing. The rich tradition, the families, the long-lasting relationships that you build and develop, those are some things that you can take with you for the rest of your life. And it just feels like family.
Yeah.
I've seen you coach for many years. Again, you played, but what is that one thing that you do that is the signature of Coach Don Thornton?
I'm just going to be all over the place. I'm going to be loud. We're going to have a good time. Everybody's coming for a game and wanting to see some excitement. So one thing about it is our hashtag is big energy. You're going to see some amazing energy on the sideline from myself and my staff.
But you know what, you talk about energy, but you're bringing two teams on the Hill. One in particular that has never been on the Hill, but they're coming to play. Who is that?
We're going to host the University of Alabama.
University of,
Roll Tide?
I think that's...
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, Roll Tide, all right. And there's another school coming in Birmingham somewhere. I don't know the name of that school. What's...
Is it UAB?
I think it's UAB.
They're like the Dragons or something?
Yeah, the Dragons or Blazers or something like that. What do you know when they're coming?
No, I know we're hosting, we're going to open up November 7th with Alabama, and then the following week, we will definitely host the Blazers of the University of Alabama in Birmingham.
Okay, great.
Now, one question I have, A.D. Bryant mentioned your signature. Now, I've seen you coach for many years, too, and I know your signature is definitely the fits. So, what can we look forward to this season? Do you have a a stylist? Are you the one in the mall? You let me know, because I need to go shopping with you.
You know, it's been great. I've had a lot of people actually reach out to me that wants to do some styling for me.
Oh, wow.
So it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna mix some stuff up and see where it goes.
Okay.
And I'm into recycling, upcycling clothes. So I'm gonna actually start making some stuff this year too.
Oh,
wow.
Coach, okay. Now, y'all talk about the clothes. I'll talk about on the court. Are we going to be successful this year?
You know, that's definitely the plan.
Okay, so I want to know, let's say that we have a team out there that's, they can shoot threes very well.
Okay.
What are we going to do? Stop that.
Well, one thing you got to do is make sure that they don't get the ball out as fast as they can and go ahead and pushing the ball down the floor. But transit defense is what we want to hang our hat on. We led the country in a lot of different statistical areas when I've been head coaches at several places. So defense is something that I think that's very special. You know, you can't always control if the ball is going to fall in the net, but you can pack your defensive mindset every game. So we will definitely be hanging our hats on defense.
I know that's right. Practice has just started. The season is vastly approaching. Who are some key players to watch ahead of the season?
You know, we're really trying to figure that out because we have so many, honestly, and I think that's a good problem to have. Returning Alicia Wilson and Darian Bergen, we put this whole team around those two young women who have been really great for the Alabama A&M women's basketball program. They love it here. They're really bought into the culture and just being a part of the family. So we put a roster together around the two of them. We have size, we have depth. You know, we have PGs that can score, and we have a lot of three-level scorers. So scoring shouldn't be a problem. But again, as they know, is that we have to be able to defend. So there are a lot of players. Lauren Pendleton transferred from Arkansas State. I think that she'll projected to be a first all SWAC team. You know, she led the team in scoring at Arkansas State, and so she's really been lighting it up in practice. So I'm excited about seeing her this year.
You know, you slipped and said first round. We're okay with that too. Her being the first round draft pick. So, you know, as you look at your season, what is the one thing that you want to do as a program? We talked about when we interviewed, you talked about not building a team but building a program. Talk quickly about that.
You know, we've done a really good job as far as being in the community, you know, going to different churches. We've been to nursing homes, we've been to adult daycare centers, different type of places. We really want to involve the community. I think in order for any sports team to have any type of success, you got to have people around them that support you. So that's the biggest thing. Want to continue to get the support from the community, our alums, our family, and our supporters.
You know what, as we close this segment, Coach, you have family here. Your husband is a football coach. Now your son is here. Your family is really rooted into Alabama A&M. So I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for being a part of the Bulldog family. You really wanted to come home, and I truly appreciate that. So again, thank you.
Thank you.
We will be right back on the Hill, and when we come back, we have a special guest on the Hill. Be right back.
Greetings, Bulldog Nation. In 2025, Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University will celebrate 150 years. As we approach this sesquicentennial milestone, our time has come. As a moment when our campus is growing, enrollment is surging, and research and academic programs are reaching new heights. The world is seeking the kind of diverse, driven, talented leaders who has always defined Alabama A&M. It's our time to celebrate our rich heritage and reimagine a bold future for Alabama A&M. It's our time to step forward and embrace a pivotal role in the future of our city, our state, and our nation. Together, we will light the way forward and spark new possibilities by elevating and energizing a growing destination campus, equipping our researchers, faculty, and professionals of the future with the latest in STEM tools and technology, and empowering scholars ready to lead and serve on a new scale. And it all starts with your support. The next chapter is ours to write. And as we prepare for 2025, you can get involved now. And I ask each of you to answer the call of this institution where service is sovereignty by helping us light the way for the celebration of 150 years of Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University. Go Bulldogs.
Now, the Tennessee Valley's certified most accurate forecast from the Fox 54 Weather Impact Team.
It's going to be a nice afternoon for some Alabama A&M football. Right around kickoff, we'll see low 80s. It looks like we'll stay that way for much of the game. Plenty of sunshine is what we're expecting, so no rain going to be in the forecast. As for the rest of this weekend, we stay nice through Sunday. High temperatures expected to warm into the upper 80s, and it looks like sunshine's going to carry over into Sunday too. So rain chances for the next 7 days. I don't have any rain in the forecast throughout the next 7 days, so we're going to continue to add to those streak of dry days that we've been experiencing. Rest of your 7-day forecast, notice this drop in temperatures heading into Monday. We'll see high temperatures only in the low 70s. By Tuesday, it looks like we could potentially see our first 40-degree morning heading into Tuesday morning, and it looks like we'll stay nice and cool through the rest of the week.
Greetings, Bulldog Nation. In 2025, Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University will celebrate 150 years. As we approach this sesquicentennial milestone, our time has come. As a moment when our campus is growing, enrollment is surging, and research and academic programs are reaching new heights, the world is seeking the kind of diverse, driven, talented leaders who has always defined Alabama A&M. It's our time to celebrate our rich heritage and reimagine a bold future for Alabama A&M. It's our time to step forward and embrace a pivotal role in the future of our city, our state, and our nation. Together, we will light the way forward and spark new possibilities by elevating and energizing a growing destination campus, equipping our researchers, faculty, and professionals of the future with the latest in STEM tools and technology, and empowering scholars ready to lead and serve on a new scale. And it all starts with your support. The next chapter is ours to write. And as we prepare for 2025, you can get involved now. And I ask each of you to answer the call of this institution where service is sovereignty by helping us light the way for the celebration of 150 years of Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University. Go Bulldogs.
Welcome back to On the Hill Live.
Hey, I told you it's fun here. It's fun. This is where you want to be. So now we have a special guest. You know, he was on my task force. He's been one of the leaders in our community, in our Alabama A&M community. He currently is the Global Chief Communications Officer for Platinum Equity and also an AAMU alum. I know him formerly as a manager for the Cubs. So we welcome Mr. Julian Green.
Hey,
thank you for being here,
thank
sir.
You. Thanks for having me.
So tell us, what was it like being on the Hill when you were here?
It was like being at home.
Being at home.
Coming all the way from Chicago, a long way, you know, not knowing as a freshman, not having any family down here, not understanding like what life was going to be like.
Right.
I was walking with open arms into a community, into a family, and it's a family that has grown for me exponentially over the last few decades. And so I am just so happy to be back home, so happy to support this university, and more importantly, so happy to see the growth that's happening here, right here.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
What did Alabama A&M equip you with to not only be successful as a communications professional, but also as a man?
Character, integrity, leadership, but service.
Yes.
I am a firm believer in terms of showing leadership through service.
Yes.
And how can I give back?
Yes.
And how can I pay it forward?
Right.
More importantly, for anything that I can do for this university to help these students to be their best selves.
Yes.
And so I felt really equipped to go out in the world graduating from this university.
So as you matriculated through Alabama A&M, tell me, what was one of your most favorite instructor, and then one sport that you just absolutely loved while you were here?
Let's see, favorite instructor, probably Neil Bradford.
Neil Bradford.
And Dr. Henry Bradford, who ran the music department.
Yeah.
I was fortunate to come down to A&M on a music scholarship.
All right.
And so basically, under their tutelage, they were just stalwarts in the community here on the university.
Yeah.
Made me the man that I am today. And so just very grateful and indebted to what they were able to provide, not only to me, but the folks that, the students that were around us.
So I want to talk about the sport. So after you graduated, because if you're in the band, you never experienced homecoming other than doing the band stuff. So what was it like your first time actually experiencing tailgating and homecoming without being in the band?
Experiencing tailgating is like the Black Super Bowl. That's what you feel. When you come back here, you feel it. It's not even at the scale that what it is today.
Right.
Not back then.
Right.
Maybe a couple tents. Maybe hanging out. Hanging on the block in the yard. But the production, the intuitiveness,
yes.
The creativity that's happened at the tailgate. This is amazing. Just look around. It's going to be a really great day, and I hope to be here all night.
Yes, sir.
When you look back on your college experience, what is one of the fondest memories that you have?
Fondest memories is just really the friendships that I developed. Like I said in the beginning, my family has grown exponentially because of Alabama A&M University. Lifelong friendships. People that are all across this country doing really great things.
Yeah.
Resources and a network that we can tap into. It has just been so fulfilling. And so that is really my best memory in terms of the relationships that I built here at the
That's
university.
awesome. So you when I met you, you were with the Cubs. Now you're with the Detroit Pistons. Kind of talk about your job now and how Alabama A&M really helped you get where you are today.
Yeah, so I run brand marketing and communications for Platinum Equity, which is based in Los Angeles.
Yes.
The CEO, Tom Gores, is also the owner of the Detroit Pistons.
Right.
So I serve as an advisor to him in terms of the Pistons as well as the private equity business, in terms of really helping him manage the brand, think about how we could grow, elevate both the private equity side and the Pistons brand.
Yeah.
How did Alabama A&M help me to do that? Look, the skills and training that I learned, I've majored in communications, mass communications here. So I did minored in marketing, right? So I felt really equipped and prepared based on the education that I had here to really step out into the world. And I've had some really amazing opportunities. I worked for the President of the United States, Obama. I worked for Mayor. I was a speechwriter for Mayor Daley when he was in office.
Is that right?
I ran communications at Miller Coors, and then now, like I said, went to the Chicago Cubs, and now Platinum Equity. And so, great diversity of experience, but couldn't have done any of that without the grounding that I got here at Alabama A&M University.
Yeah, again, I told you, I know we met when you were with the Cubs, but we're so proud to have you as an alum. But more importantly, we're proud to have you as a supporter of Alabama A&M, not just the band. You support every facet of Alabama A&M, including athletics. You're on the task force, on the athletic task force, and you're doing so many things. And we have about 30 seconds, but I want you to tell us about your shirt. Well,
hey, look, I am a member of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated, but the message beyond just being a part of this great fraternity and those that are part of the Divine Nine, I wanted to try to send a message today about voting.
Yes.
No matter who you vote for,
yes.
That's not this show.
Right.
But the important is to exercise your right. And when I think about being here in Alabama, and I think about those 4 little girls in Birmingham who perished.
Yes.
And the fight that started here in Alabama, even though I'm from Chicago, I'm part of that. And so we got to make sure that we continue to exercise our right and promote voting.
Exercise your right to vote.
Absolutely.
Now, when we come back, we're out here tailgating. Tailgating is about the food. This food, and I'm so excited to have some food when we return. So we'll be back on the Hill Live.
Greetings, Bulldog Nation. In 2025, Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University will celebrate 150 years. As we approach this sesquicentennial milestone, our time has come. As a moment when our campus is growing, enrollment is surging, and research and academic programs are reaching new heights, the world is seeking the kind of diverse, driven, talented leaders who has always defined Alabama A&M. It's our time to celebrate our rich heritage and reimagine a bold future for Alabama A&M. It's our time to step forward and embrace a pivotal role in the future of our city, our state, and our nation. Together, we will light the way forward and spark new possibilities by elevating and energizing a growing destination campus, equipping our researchers, faculty, and professionals of the future with the latest in STEM tools and technology, and empowering scholars ready to lead and serve on a new scale. And it all starts with your support. The next chapter is ours to write. And as we prepare for 2025, you can get involved now. And I ask each of you to answer the call of this institution where service is sovereignty by helping us light the way for the celebration of 150 years of Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University. Go Bulldogs.
Now, the Tennessee Valley's certified most accurate forecast from the Fox 54 Weather Impact Team.
It's going to be a nice afternoon for some Alabama A&M football. Right around kickoff, we'll see low 80s. It looks like we'll stay that way for much of the game. Plenty of sunshine is what we're expecting, so no rain going to be in the forecast. As for the rest of this weekend, we stay nice through Sunday. High temperatures expected to warm into the upper 80s, and it looks like sunshine's going to carry over into Sunday too. So rain chances for the next 7 days. I don't have any rain in the forecast throughout the next 7 days, so we're going to continue to add to those streak of dry days that we've been experiencing. Rest of your 7-day forecast, notice this drop in temperatures. Heading into Monday, we'll see high temperatures only in the low 70s. By Tuesday, it looks like we could potentially see our first 40-degree morning heading into Tuesday morning, and it looks like we'll stay nice and cool through the rest of the week.
You ready? I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. Go. All right, welcome back to On the Hill Live. And you know, as we talk about food, tailgating is it, but we got some good food here. And so today, this segment is sponsored by Bowls Famous Special Best Wings. So we have one of the Bowls owners, his son is here. So we got some great food here. I need you to tell us what it is.
All right, so
First of all, tell me, what's your name?
Caden Lightford.
Okay.
I go to Morovia Middle School.
Middle school. Man, hey, where's the basketball coach? We're going to have to recruit him. He's tall. Let's go. All right, tell me what we got.
All right, so we got lemon pepper wings right here.
Lemon pepper.
We have plain batter.
Plain batter.
We have rib tips, and we got catfish.
Rib tips and catfish. So,
wow.
Let me tell you. So, is it okay that we start eating?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, we're going to start that right now. I'm going to start with...
Where you starting at?
I'm going to start with the catfish.
Okay, all right. I'm going to get
Let's
right
see.
there with you.
Remember, this is Bowls Best Wings. Yeah. Yeah. So, if you don't do anything, what's the address? You know the address to Bowls Best Wings? It's on Blue Springs, though. I do know that.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay. You know, they say don't talk with your mouth full, but Mama, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to do it today. So, I'm not going to have my home training. So, anything else you want to talk about the food?
The best wings in the United States.
In the United
States,
The
my man.
The United States.
Thank you for coming up here and thank you for the food. We're going to indulge while we talk a little bit. Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, so what we going to do next? We're going to try the wings next?
Yeah, you want to try the wings? I want to try the rib tips.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
all right, you go for the rib tips. I go for the wings.
Again, we know that you're not supposed to eat and talk. That's good. Can we get a napkin?
dumplings, very, very, very flavorful. That tastes good.
What do you think? So you think this is good? This is one of the best, and that's what he said. Best in the what?
United States.
Best in the United States. We have so many vendors out here. We have so many people out here tailgating. You know what? We have a special alum. Her name is Miss Clarine Teague Johnson. Her tent is right over here. Her RV is here. When you want some of the best ice cream, you have to stop by that tent and get that ice cream. She had that ice cream as well as that cake. She has a pound cake. My dog. Literally, my dog. She has some of the best ice cream. So you got to come out here to Tailgate. Tailgate is something that we absolutely love. These rib tips are all right.
Yeah, they're delicious. I just tried some. I've been over here eating, AD Bryant. I've been over here enjoying and indulging in all of this. And you know what? You talk about food and how important it is to football, and then so is family and fellowship, which you get here at Alabama A&M.
It is the family fun environment. And I cannot not mention the key lime cake. You know, I'm going to hold off on that because I'll fall asleep immediately. But anyway, listen, we want to thank you. Thank you for supplying us some food. We want to thank Bowes. We want to thank Bojangles. But we are going to end this segment with a little rib tips. How about that? Why don't you try one? Why don't you try one now?
You got a fork?
No, but one. Come on, you can just grab it.
Get your hands.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
When we come back, we'll give you some information about the game, about the atmosphere today, our game day info. So be ready when we come back, and thank you. Okay, we have some game day info. Today's homecoming game will kick off at 2 p.m. here at Lewis Crew Stadium. Tickets are still available and may only be purchased at AAMU Event Center.
Also, for game day parking, you must download the Clutch app to pay for parking. You may find out more about the Clutch app on AAMUsports.com. Don't forget our Lewis Crew Stadium has a clear back policy, and it will be strictly enforced. For more information regarding today's game and to ensure you're up to date for all Alabama A&M athletics, just follow us on our social media, Instagram, X, YouTube. Just search for AAMU Athletics.
I want to say thank you to, again, Bojangles, our fans, our cheerleaders, our volleyball team, our baseball team.
The hype crew back here.
The fans everywhere. But we really want to thank President Dr. Daniel K. Williams for all of his support. Our Board of Trustees, we thank you. We have had a great time this morning on the Hill Live. This show will be the best in what?
The United States.
In the United States. So we need you to tune in and as we take on Bethune-Cookman today, but we need you to support all sports. We have volleyball, we have softball, we have baseball, we have every sport that you can imagine here on the set. And as always, go Bulldogs!
Thanks for watching this edition of On the Hill Live with Dr. Paul A. Bryant.